Oh no, it's all good. Yeah, I'm sorry. I did not know you were that mushy, Gary. Fair play. Brought a tear to me, Jack, sorry. Sorry about that. I did not know children would be here, so I might have to change a bit of this. Right. I think I need to explain why I will be referring to Ashley as Wash. Basically, I think we were about 11 years old playing for Hesketh Bank, and God only knows why I decided to call it him, but I got substituted and he was on the bench. And anyone who knows me and Wash talk absolute drivel. Clearly started back then. And anyone who's seen Game of Thrones and knows the episode where Hodor, it's explained why he's called Hodor. I believe I told Wash, get on the pitch, score a goal like Tony Yeboah, great player. And then I was like, oh, win the game, Ash. And then I think it slowly became win Ash, Wash. I'm making this up because I don't know why else I would call you that, so we'll go with it anyway. And then Wash tried to get Wissut as a thing. Definitely did not stick. Horrendous. The first time I actually saw Wash wasn't in high school, it was in year 6 when you do like an open day. And there was something about Wash, and never seen it before. It wasn't the red blazer, I just thought real posh kid. I didn't know what was going on. It was the fact that this 10, 11-year-old lad was rocking an absolute beast of an eyebrow. One eyebrow. Not DOS eyebrows like most people. Actually, for anyone who's not seen it before, absolutely horrendous. And high school was a great time. We had a great group of friends playing football, all the usual. But after school, we all went separate ways, college, apprenticeships, all that. So we didn't see each other as often as we used to. But in 2004, I think Kev organised a trip to Newquay when we were 17. Teus was there, I was there, obviously Wash was there. And it was towards the end of it, and it had been absolutely glorious weather, and Wash is blessed with nice skin, unlike myself, that just goes bright red. And we were nursing a horrendous hangover, and anyone who knows Wash knows he cannot sit still, so he just starts digging a giant hole, as you do, and we convince him just to sit in it, see how deep it was, obliges. We then bury him up to his neck, obviously can't get out, and I thought shot in the dark, anyone got a razor, but obviously why would anyone have a razor at the beach? Except for this one kid who used to knock about with us, Nubs, very sensible, all before his time. 17, takes a first aid kit to the beach, as you do. So he had a little pair of scissors. So we all had a go at taking off that horrendousness. And fair play to Wax, anyone else, myself included, would have been livid, took it like a trooper. All he could do was whiz it off at night. And with the tan he'd accumulated, he just ended up with the biggest white line across his head. Still went out at night, and 20 bouncers wouldn't let him in. He just started lowering and raising his eyebrows, saying it was a seagull. Absolute champion. Fair play.
And I didn't recognise eyebrows.
And the thing with me and Wash, especially when we get together, Faye, you'll know this, we're like two little schoolgirls. So I'd love to get up here and be like, oh, we've pulled left, right and centre, but it just doesn't happen. I remember one particular time in Sydney when Wash came to visit me, and we went out with all my housemates to a hostel bar we used to go to. And there was some German girls in there who I knew, and we started talking to them, and I thought, oh, Wash is doing alright, I'll leave him be. Unlike him, who the night before actually dragged me away from a girl and told me I want to dance with you instead. Cheers, cat. And anyway, so I thought, I'll leave him be, and whatever. And then later on in the night, he'd come over to me in shock horror. Sorry about this, Faye, but you'll hear the end of it. He asked me for a condom, and I couldn't believe it. And honestly, this condom had been in my wallet for 2 years. Honestly, true story. So I gave it a wash, and I thought nothing of it, I'll see him tomorrow. And anyway, we end up out of the club, milling about as you do, and Wash came over, so I was thinking, is he just saying goodbye and see you tomorrow? Turned out he wasn't, because this German girl did not want the condom for him and her and Wash. She wanted it for her and this big German dude stood next to him. So I was not happy, like Wash obviously was not happy. I barreled over there and retrieved my condom. So I would like to say this is the original one, but I'm sure you'll make more use of that tonight. It'll be like 8 years old if it was the original. And the thing with Wash that I've always loved, and it's like it with a lot of my close friends, it doesn't matter how long we don't see each other or where we see each other, it's just always the same, like say a couple of schoolgirls, and I hope that carries on into old age. We'll be them 70-year-old dudes at some festival, like really annoying everyone. And the first time I met Faye was in Ulster, and I apologise, I didn't, like I said, Wash was there, that was my main priority. And the first night I ended up absolutely steaming, fell asleep on the toilet, thanks for sorting me out with that. And I think it was like the second to last night, we went to a nightclub, and that was Wash's turn to fall asleep. As we got out of the nightclub, just propped himself up and fell asleep. And I didn't have a bloody clue where we were, there was no taxis, nothing. And then a car pulled up the road, so I thought, oh, I'll chance this in terribly broken Spanish to an Italian girl. I got train station, jumped in the car, we started driving off, so I thought, oh, I'm getting home. Then I remembered, I've got to get Wash. She saw him, he must have been an absolutely horrendous mess because she kicked me out. And then some little Scottish guy started kicking off on me, and I just kept saying, I'm trying to get him home because you were working in like 3 hours. And anyone who's not a fighter like myself, if you want to dissolve the situation, just kiss them, which is exactly what I did, and he just strolled off. But then, I don't know if you woke, but you rang Faye and she came to pick us up at like stupid o'clock in the morning, a minibus. I didn't realise at the time you also drove to Switzerland. Fair play. Honestly, I don't know how you did it. And then 6 months later, I actually met up with Faye. Wash wasn't there, he was in the North Island of New Zealand, and Kerry was there, and we were all in Queenstown. And it was a brilliant night. It was like going out with a better looking Wash, to be fair. So. But like, you drink harder than Wash, you dance better than Wash, to be fair. So, just saying. And I think it's a massive compliment to Faye that Wash never ever spoke to me about girlfriends. I think I can name one in the whole time I've known him. And he also never spoke about marriage until he met you, which obviously, like I say, says a lot about himself. But his proposal that he did do, I don't know if you know the original plan. I was speaking to him on the phone one time, and he told me about proposing, so I was shocked just for that. And I said, "Oh, how are you going to do it?" And he said, "Oh, I'll go down the beach." And I thought, "Oh, fair enough, romantic." And there'll be a piano there, and then I will play Faye's favourite song, I think a James Arthur one. So I was like, "Well, there's two troubles there, Wax. I don't know how you're going to drag a grand piano onto the beach, and you also cannot play piano." But fair play. I think the way you went was a lot better, to be fair. So, yeah, cheers. I need to warn people tonight. Anyone who has an inclination of passing out like I do. At the engagement party last year, I passed out, and I didn't think anything of it. Faye came and saved me, everyone else ran the other way, Barry and Wash. Like, I was literally there and you ran the other way. And they put me to bed, and I didn't think anything of it until Faye messaged me 3 days later and said, "Have you seen the photos on your phone?" So I'm thinking, well, like, what's going on? Look in my photo album, and Faye's taken a video of me in my hour of need, whimpering that I want Hannah to come and find me, or my mum. And then, as I flicking, there was also pictures of course, Wash's penis. So, if anyone's going to pass out, just make sure you lock your phones or something. So, I hope everyone's got a shot, and tonight let's just make sure we give these guys a hell of a send-off. Well, not a send-off, you're not going anywhere, but a good party. So, cheers to Faye and Wash.